Welcome, one and all. This is the Peace Dealer, and I'm surprising you with an early show. This isn't going to be too crazy or hectic. I want to take advantage of the fact that right now we're making history. See, the cool thing about technology is I just have to do the work. You just have to show up. You know what I'm saying? You show up, and the universe takes care of the rest. It's so fucking gnarly. You know what I'm saying? We are in angelic vibrations as we harness this Virgo vibration. And now that it is the new moon and you're seeing very clearly your inner world coming out into the physical, I want to just congratulate you. Whether you see this now or later, the fact of the matter is I'm creating a vibration right now that I get to share with you through this broadcast. So we can time capsule this, and the energy that is in the air through the transits right now gets like capsuled into this video. You want to take practice of this and do things right now, and also stuff you've done. Some of you already done it, but you want to do things right now that can kind of save this moment because you can carry this vibration with you. All right. And what we're going to do in this mini ceremony is just literally charge your intention. All right. I want to first of all clear up that for those of you who got the webinar, I apologize for being confusing because I made it sound like I said it was not today we were going to do the webinar, but we're going to do the webinar on the 20th. So for those of you who are confused, I apologize. We are going to meet tomorrow at the 20th to do the webinar. It's going to be live. So for those of you who are attending the webinar, then make sure you do this mini ceremony today. I mean, whether you can or not, it's totally fine. Don't really trip. But we're going to take what we charge our intent for tonight, and then we're going to take it tomorrow into the actual webinar. Here's the science behind this. We're focusing our intent with the moon in Virgo, which is to really have you fine tune the details of your imagination. What's up, Olivia Cabrera? And then we're going to, in the webinar, while the moon is in Libra, charge forth that intent. Okay. Now, for everyone that is believing this September 23rd BS, please just throw it out the window. Like, the world's not about to end. Nothing's about to happen. This is no different than what they did 2012. But if you think something that's actually very interesting, when the energy shifted in 2012 and in 2011, people said it was the end of the world. These energies are kind of similar to 2012, 2014. And it's because Jupiter's about to shift into Scorpio, huge. And then Saturn's about to shift into Capricorn, fucking huge. All right. So this is really what is so amazing about today. You really have to just be so appreciative of this moment. Your life is shifting in very magical ways, and you don't have to write a dissertation. You don't have to do everything at once. Some of you are trying to do too much right now. You just want to set the intention of what is the lifestyle you live. That's it. What is the lifestyle you live? What is the product of that? What are the fruits that manifest from that? It doesn't matter what negative things are in your life right now. You're not focusing on the negative. You're focusing on the positive. Right now is so magical. We will never have a day. You will probably never have a day like this in your life because Venus is in Virgo, Mercury is in Virgo right now, Mars is in Virgo, the moon is in Virgo, and the sun is in Virgo. I have to piece mobile this to you guys just so you can get the visual. Right now, this is extra magic. And we're going to take advantage of the numbers we have here to focus our intentions, and we can change our lives overnight. All right? Look at this. This is life-changing energy, all opposite Neptune. See, Mercury, your mind right now, based on what you're thinking, is manifesting your reality. If you're thinking negative thoughts about how your life is fucked up and about how shit is like falling apart and how you can't control it, you're going to manifest that rapidly. Mars is going to be like, okay, since that's what you see, all right, this is one of those days you want to see the cup half full, all right, because your life will change instantly. Once all this energy moves into Libra, it's a wrap. This is the last time, all these energies will be at the lower half of this Vesica Pisces. All right. If you noticed, every month since April, we've been stockpiling this energy. All the experiences that you've had since late March, bro. All right. This has been really building up. It's about to explode forth. You're about to manifest super powerful relationships. Some of you are ending and beginning new ones. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are really changing the state of your connections with others. And it's all due to this North Node that has finally released all the pressure. All right, because Mercury was going through here, then retrograded, Mars went through here, the sun went through here, Venus went through here. Now it can breathe, and it's sextiling Libra. Stuff is about to open up and just happen. And a lot of what's going to really govern how much you manifest this energy is your mind state and how you express these actions courageously. Trust me, my friends. You don't necessarily have to be a professional in what you're doing. That's Saturn and Capricorn. You have until the end of this year to get your shit together and make sure that you live a life of integrity. This new moon in Virgo is where you focus your intent and you set the intention of what lifestyle you're going to live. What is it that is waking you up in the morning? What is it that you're going to do? All right. What is your routine? Do you have a routine? If you don't, you don't have to write it on paper. Some of you are brilliant. You can come up with it in your head, but you have to come up with it in your head because you're going to find, even if you don't, it's just naturally going to happen. But listen, Moon, Mercury, Sun, Venus, Mars, everything is shifting right now. And trust me, this is opposite Neptune and Pisces. So your dreams can be real now. Your dreams can be real now. All right. I have to let you watch a fellow Gemini. Okay. And we need to channel his energy because some of you are in positions where you could really make some very important stuff happen for you. Okay. And lest you got it twisted, Sauce. The peace dealer's got a message for you. The peace dealer has surely got a message for you.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Do it!
Just do it!
Do it!
Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
It's a good man right there. His message is just very simple. Make sure you just do it. Do it. Do what you gotta do. You might not even know what the hell you have to do, okay? But just make sure you motherfucking do it. That's it. Now, the information of what actually to do is going to come in Libra season when these partners are actually reflecting back what your role is based off of what you're giving. But right now, all this energy is over opposite Pisces and squaring Saturn. Spend some time in visualization for the rest of today. And this is what the purpose of this mini ceremony is, okay? All we have to do right now is just focus. So take in a deep breath. Start breathing deep into your diaphragm. And as you breathe deeply into your diaphragm, and as we evoke Virgo, remember that the 12th house of Virgo is Leo. This 12th house Leo energy brings forth an inner warmth where you know everything is going to be okay because you're awake and you're going to seize the day. Carpe diem, MF, AF. And as you diaphragmatically breathe, yes, I just made up that word, you are going to imagine what your life is. But before you do so, you have to understand all this energy in Virgo is literally us walking in through a new portal, because now, as we go through these cycles, the sun is going to be transiting through Libra. Shit's going to get scary. Yeah, because we're basically, I'm not going to lie, the realist zodiac signs are from Aries to Virgo. All right. We're done with the best signs other than Scorpio. You other signs, I don't know. It's going to get a little bit scary. We're going to have rest in Scorpio because Scorpio is real as fuck. But, it's going to get a little scary in Libra when we're squaring Pluto. So you really have to release all the old stuff of your old life. Once we step into Libra, Jupiter is getting ready to move into Scorpio. This is a very, despite the shade I just threw on the rest of the signs, this is a very important period, okay? Because once the moves into Libra, things in your life that you've been building up over the past 6 months are going to just kasplata, blada, 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 blada. All right? And it's going down. It's going down. All right? Thank you, Queen. You definitely want to be in a position to where right now, and as we speak, you thank yourself. I don't think anyone has really thanked you. Like, you really need to, you just like Heidi said, you really need to embrace it. Who has really thanked you for being you? Who has really sat down and thanked you for going through the bullshit you went through I'm not talking about me too. I've been pretty blessed to be able to contact and work with people like you and connect with people like you and meet a lot of people. Like, I consider myself very blessed that I haven't had to go through some bullshit. I am going through some bullshit, but I will never complain about it because I feel like connecting with you all is one of my greatest blessings. I get it now. The whole North Node and Aquarius coming off of the Leo, like whenever I want to feel bad. Some of you are going through some straight bullshit. No one wants to see how valuable you are, but they want to take from you and take your ideas. Who was the last person to really thank you for actually doing what you're supposed to do? Especially with a lot of you busting your ass to listen to spirit, and then people around you want to make you feel weird. People around you want to act like you're doing a disservice because you're the only one in your life who's actually looking out for your own heart. And anytime you try and share your heart with other people, if you're lucky and blessed, you probably have 1 or 2 friends who actually do. And please make sure you cherish those people because you may never find other people like that. But other than those 1 or 2 people, who really does honor you for being you? Who really does honor you for going out of your way to make sure those people who never really respect you in the first place were still good because you're a person of integrity, because no one had to tell you to do that. You just have a good heart. Who is really thanking you for that? All right. If you can actually answer who is thanking you for that, you really need to, as soon as you can, give them the greatest hug ever. Because I don't want to act like everyone's lonely and no one has that person. Some of you are blessed. Some of you actually have some people like that. Really, really, really give them your gratitude. Please, please, especially in an energy like this, you could really spark up some important stuff. All right. Some of you definitely have friends, but I'm trying to tell you the truth, yo. A lot of you, it's actually the people who you're supposed to be close to. These are the ones that are betraying you and they're not seeing your value. These are the ones that are throwing you under the bus for people who seem more famous than you, for people who actually seem to have more affluence. They will throw under the bus you who they've known for how long, just so that they can step on you to get higher. Some of you would rather defend these people because they raised you. Some of you would rather defend these people because you're such good friends to them, because you have a kind heart, because you know they're fucked up, but your heart is so kind. You know, you've seen their true potential. You've bonded with them, or you have Pisces energy. So you just have unconditional love. You can't let go. I'm sorry. The peace dealer has to tell you they ain't shit. They are not shit. They refuse to see your worth. And whether you can let them go or not, you need to allow yourself to thank yourself. Some of you will not come to terms that people who should have kissed your wounds stabbed you with them. And you don't know how to stab people back. So all you can do is just love some more. I'm sorry. Somebody, which is you as well, has to at least thank yourself. It's going to feel weird. And let me be the first to tell you, you're not supposed to be the only one thanking yourself. So if it feels weird, it's supposed to. But please take this time to thank yourself. It's very important. Whether some people want to admit it or not, they know there is no way that they will have gotten where they've gotten without your support. The support that they want to act isn't really that important. All right. Imagine if I start to get a TV show on an Oprah network and then I just turn all Hollywood and I see some of y'all on the street and I want to act like I don't know you. I want to act like I don't want to take pictures with you. I got shit to do. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. How fucked up would that be if I just completely switched on y'all and acted like I'm too cool to even try and like get to know y'all, even though the reason why I got this far is because of your constant support. The reason why I actually know I have a place in the world and the reason why I actually know what I'm doing isn't of the devil is because people like you take time out your day to actually vibe with what I'm saying, to actually let me know what I do actually helps. I have a Capricorn moon, or I would be crying right now. I would be crying my ass off right now because I come from a culture that doesn't only like not value this. There's really not many places I can go and really feel like myself. I can't even really connect with my own family. I love my mother. I love my dad to death. Like no matter what, whether it's Stockholm syndrome or whatever, like I don't think they've abused me, but I know I can't necessarily be my real self to them or my culture or even certain places I've ever grown up in. I've never, ever, ever, ever really had that feeling that I could actually like connect with a friend. I would always like switch schools. So I see people who've like known each other for years, and I think that's the most beautiful thing. I can't really say anyone ever really knows me. And I kind of low-key like that too, because it's really an excuse to shut people off. But you know what I'm saying? And the one thing that I really open my heart to do that really gives me meaning, you know what I'm saying? I had to really come up with people really kind of making me feel like it's not shit, you know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel amazing because like I really get to connect with you guys, you know what I'm saying? I really get to connect with you guys for real. Like I've heard some really beautiful things from you guys that I haven't heard from people I've known like a long time. And I really didn't want to tear up and cry like this because I'd rather be cool, but I have to keep it real. I have to keep it really real because it's some of the most amazing shit I've ever lived through. And this is why I'm not gonna stop. This is why I'm gonna keep motivating, you know what I'm saying? So this is the most love I've ever really gotten in a long time, like just trekking on doing this. So, you know, for you guys, I'll show my tears. For you guys, I'll actually like be vulnerable. I'll try not to do that again because you know I gotta kind of move, but hey, it was real. But yeah. Let's just take this time to like really open up with what you want to live, you know what I mean? This I definitely want to keep living. I'm gonna keep imagining this. I want to live a life where regardless of what right or wrong, I get to speak my truth and help people along the way. I definitely want to change some facets of my lifestyle, like eating better. But all we need to do really is just kind of like open up your mind and like mind for a few minutes. Yeah, I would do the whole element thing, but all you got to do really is just focus your breath and focus your mind. And while you're focusing your mind on the life you want to live, just remember you've done all the work. That's kind of how this energy works. You do all the work the first 6 months, and then after that, the next 6 months kind of happens for you. All you have to do, my friends, is show up. That's it. You have just built your whole world the past 6 months of your life. And once 6 months later, once we're like April of 2018, then we're going to go back to work again. We're going to be working the next 6 months, but all you have to do is show up because we have done the work. And that's what I wanted to kind of like open up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to thank yourself, regardless of if anyone's thanked you here or not. You really need to thank yourself for getting here, because all you have to do now is just simply show up. And the opportunities for you to show up will come. Some of you are really in a hard place, and you're not necessarily in a position to know what the hell is going to happen. This is where seasons like Virgo and Libra season show you that there are angels in this world who will go out of their way to remind you that God does love you and the universe does have your back. So one more time, you know what I'm saying? We're going to work again next April when it's Aries season. This is when we're going to put in the seed. We are harvesting everything right now. Welcome to your magical new life. Whether you know exactly how it's going to happen or not, you know what I'm saying? You're here. You have made it. All right. All you need to do is just show up. You will have the opportunities. Show up to them. Do what you know you have to do, and everything will open up for you. So while you're really imagining this, and you could take your time, you can do this after as well. There's really no rush. Yeah. I'm going to, before I do the super chats, pull the cards for each element. I'm going to break this down elementally. Really just focus on the message. This is going to accent what it is you're focusing on right now and open up profound space to shift. Over the next 48 hours, your entire life is going to shift drastically. And it's happening all around the world. But for those of you who are very in tune, some of you are very in tune to like special shortcuts through skipping timelines and loopholes. For the generation of the 80s who have Uranus on Saturn, on Sagittarius, all you mofos, you're definitely going to be in positions to kind of like skip timelines, but it's going to involve doing things that no one else will understand. And don't worry about how crazy you look. People will literally get it just later, way later. All right. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for the super chat. This is really awesome. All right. So once again, just really focus your mind and your heart so that you're in a position to really focus. Let this really, we spent the whole Virgo season really, putting in together what our routine is and what it is that we're in a position to make a part of our lifestyle. So this is where we act off on it. This is where we've set the intention, and you're going to really manifest, though, a gift from the universe, a very important gift from the universe that is indicative of you putting in the work. Some of you may really feel like you haven't done anything. Some of you may feel like you didn't work as good as you wanted to, but that's not true, because regardless of how some of you are very much perfectionists. Like you feel like you should have been in a certain place by now. Some of you feel like you should have graduated by now for something. Some of you feel like you're supposed to have a certain amount of money by now. And trust me, like this is all part of a greater plan and order. There's a lot that you have done that you're kind of overlooking that has much to do with you getting here. When we went through that Cancer season opposite Pluto, there's a lot of people who weren't really supposed to make it. Some of you had to fight death to make it here. That's why I'm really serious. Like some of you really need to thank yourself. Some of you look death in the face. All right. And you had that choice to exit. You had multiple choices to exit, but you were like, no, I'm going to keep walking my path. And you have no idea. There's so many people that if you knew how many people needed you, if you actually knew how many people need you right now, you will know why it's so amazing that you're here, because you're going to show up now and you're going to see how much they needed you. Whereas if some of you guys ended it, there are going to be people who imagine your soulmate, for example. One example, imagine your soulmate, or imagine a friend, your future best friend who will never meet you because you decided to leave. You know what I'm saying? Deep shit. But congratulations, you're here. You made it. All right. So Earth Clan, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Ifa Saleh, thank you so much. We have focus. All right. Thank you, Apollo Daddy. Focus is definitely speaking of gathering your earth energy and really focusing on what your routine and not project, but operation is. That's the word I got. What is your operation? What is it that you're going to generate every day to really build on itself? Because this focus will be quite powerful, okay? And then water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We have playful. You're dealing with a lot of intense energies, especially you, Cancer. So the more playful and humor you can be, the better. Water sign risings, water moons. If you're specifically the type of person to be very serious about everything, which you really might, you can get away with it. Like, you know how there's some people who like they can't lighten up, like they have to be super serious about everything, even if like it's something, you know, if someone's going to make a joke about something controversial, they're going to light up about it. Water, I don't really like that kind of behavior, but water signs, you have the right to be like that because you're very tight right now. Like you're very in a sensitive mood. You still have to be playful. You still have to be in a place where you're still kind of humored about stuff. It's going to help more than you know. And you're going to understand why a lot of people cope in this way too. Okay. Air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I have strength. Okay. This is great because this is really you harnessing a deeper part of your power and strength so that you can ground facts, BL, so that you can ground the mental power that you have through your body. This is actually going to be quite powerful because you're going to be put into situations where you can see the physical manifestation of your strength and power, especially through your air. Fire, Aries, Leo, and Sag. We also have strength too. All right, Brown Brujita, wait on it. It's coming soon. I'm gonna see if I can get a release date later. But yeah, I have the same thing for you, strength. All right. And yeah, I'm low-key I'm gonna pull for the super chat now. So this is kind of the end of this video. I really just want you to carry forth. The whole point of this is to carry forth your intention and really spend some time mindfully envisioning the lifestyle you're living. All right. So for those of you who are going to join the webinar tomorrow, this is going to be great because you'll be in a position to now say incantations with us and release this energy forward even more potently. The moon being in Libra is you now connecting with people who you are meant to partner with in this life, who will also really match with your lifestyle. And you don't even have to worry about who these people are. They're going to show up. The thing is, will you show up? All right. So I'm putting the link in the description right now, and I forgot to do it before. And you could refresh your page, and the link will be there for those of you who still need to go cop that. Regardless, though, whether you do or not, just focus your intention and make sure you're in a very important position to slowly show up, whether it's slowly or quickly, just really show up to what it is that shows up to itself. Now, yeah, I'm going to pull for the super chats. I'm not going to lie. I did not expect to cry right now. My Capricorn moon is a little bit caught off guard. So yeah, kind of just happened. And I still don't regret it. I kind of feel closer to you guys now that I was able to let that out. But yeah, really happy I could connect with y'all like that as well. It won't happen again though, but yeah. That was my cat moon, don't mind me. Anyway, I'm going to be pulling the cards for the super chat now. Queen Deji, the oracle card that we have for you is belonging. And this is going to, of course, usher forth an important sense of feeling home in a group. I kind of see it like a sorority fraternity kind of energy where you all just complement each other, and you are like the missing person they were waiting for the whole time, which is perfect for a Leo. It's going to feel amazing. PKC9M, these two cards literally just flew out, okay? They literally just flew out. And it was a focus and a card I've never drawn before, forbidden. So, this is really interesting. You definitely got your eyes and mind on something taboo right now, and don't let go of that focus, because you're being kind of deterred from it because it reveals the real truth. So definitely know your focus is not in vain, and it will really kind of open up greatly. Nancy, we have the moon. Normally, the moon is a very nebulous influence that can confuse, but you're going to have very key secrets whispered to you through the psychic nature of your emotions. Because you have very strong psychic ability, this is actually going to be dangerous for people hiding stuff from you. So the moon is saying you can trust what you feel, even though you don't see it. Miss Kiki, what's up? I have beauty, and I'm not surprised because Mars and Venus will be in Libra soon. So you're definitely going to be harnessing this. I see this really blossoming forth from you too, like this card. And it's going to be very positive because you're going to really key back in of confidence in yourself due to your past experience. Ellen Faust, I have self-worth. If you could see, this lady is very confident, but she's not bragging about it. So you're going to be in a position to where your self-worth just really comes in on itself quite profoundly. Thank you, Timothy. And in a way that really allows you to peacefully reflect on how amazing you are and how powerful your grace is. To be or not to be, everything will be all right, okay? The moon card is saying that you don't necessarily see it right now, but your feelings are keying you in onto what's going to happen, even though it's not necessarily in a position to really be experienced. But you can trust it. In the moon card is saying it's going to even further not seem like it, but you just want to really be in a position to trust what you feel. All right. And it won't always be positive what you feel, but just kind of go with that flow. The moon card is chaotic. So you just have to really be okay with it being like changeable. Suck my coils. We have message. So especially if you're in a position where you need to understand the meaning of a situation, there's going to be a message that gets channeled from a friend you talk to or a relative, the next person you talk to. Actually, they're not going to know that what they're saying is helping you. So listen very closely to what they say, but you don't have to look for it. It's just going to come to you through that person, but it's not them. Something is going to channel a message through them. Thank you, Miss Kel. All right, Jenny Affin. We have chaos. Ooh, and I'm getting that this tornado is you. You're gonna be this force of chaos, and it's going to be great. I get the image that certain people are trying to like box you in or read your movements, and the chaos that you really express is going to catch everyone off guard, and it's going to expose some frauds because they're trying to act like they're composed, but the chaos will show their true colors. Brienne Mendez, I'm never going to forget you. I got letting go. So I don't even get the sense that you've been holding on to anything unhealthily. Oh, that's crazy, Jenny. I don't get the sense that you're holding on to anything unhealthily. I see this as you just being able to let go of energy that was recently acquired so that it can kind of like evolve itself. It's hard for me to say it because it's more of a feeling. So the feeling I get with this image is just like a weight being lifted, but not from anything that you've been holding on for. So yeah, definitely with that new moon. Nicole R. Valentine. We have vision. So vision, of course, is speaking about holding forth what Aphrodite is showing you. All right. And she's definitely showing you the higher goddess consciousness of your psyche and your energy. So really hold forth to that, and you will kind of ascend and accelerate your progress as things will shift to make sense of what you're seeing. Nicole R. Oh, sorry. Susan. Susan, we have the moon. So the moon is talking about you kind of seeing things with your mind's eye and your feelings rather than per se with your eyes. You're going to kind of sense what people's emotions and soul are telling you, and it's going to betray what you see on the outside. So focus more on your inner world, and you'll be able to see even with your eyes closed. BJ Gamble. Thank you, Jenny. BJ Gamble, we have letting go. Letting go, just like for Brienne, is saying that you're going to naturally release certain energy in your life that's going to manifest as different things, just like the different butterflies. And it's really just going to let what's meant to shift. All right. So I get the sense that it's nothing that you really even have to let go that you don't want to let go. It's just going to really feel natural. Kim Goodman. We got strength. And strength is definitely speaking of you being in a position to see firsthand the energy that will emanate from you. But this is going to come through conflict. And this conflict is going to actually test how much confidence you have in yourself. Once you're in that position of trusting your own power, the strength will actually express itself. All badass. All right. Danielle Love. We have message. So you're going to really see a synchronicity, then you're going to see another synchronicity and another synchronicity. And this synchronicity chain, when you put the message together, is going to reveal a very amazing message. The reason why it has to be a synchronicity is because it's sensitive information. So it's stuff that like other people can't know you saw. It has to do with other people. So keep that in mind and just trust that message. It's going to be wild, but it's going to be true. Okay. And you're already going to know. So, really be in a position where you trust what your intuition says. Okay. Next up, we have Nasasha Harrell. We have letting go for you too. Nasasha, I feel like what you're letting go is, other than the other two, it's something that is kind of near and dear to you, but you letting it go will allow it to come back later. And actually, what you're letting go is the full development of I get the sense for you also, it's a project that you're ready to let go into the ethers so that it can kind of manifest itself. All right. The Wicked 2K8. We have hope. So for you, hope is definitely a great confirmation that you are not wasting your time putting your hope and faith in a situation, especially if you think you are. But this is important to know because hope is saying that you're hypercharging your intention by the hope and belief because of this energy. Whereas sometimes when you hope for stuff, it doesn't do much. When you're hoping for stuff, it's really, fueling energy towards that. Okay, so it's powerful. Thank you so much, Saki. All right. The card that I have for you is vision. So you as well want to hold forth towards your vision. The ideas you're having and the vision you have is being influenced by the goddess Aphrodite, really hinting and touching your third eye with love so that you see through a whole lot of the BS and really see with eyes of purity. Okay. The healing rose. We have the warrior. So you definitely want to take a spiritually militant attitude towards your situations. Spiritually militant, meaning that you balance your chakras, but you will still slap a motherfucker. Okay. Don't necessarily let anyone cross your boundaries, and make sure that you are super open about the positive principles. Super forward with the principles you express, especially when it's time to really be that warrior. Joe Chris. Thank you, Aunt Cara. Thank you. We have vision. So, Joe, the vision that you have been holding on to since 2014, because Jupiter is going into Scorpio, it's all going to manifest. So keep holding toward that vision. Certain elements are going to change because you see that they have come to pass. So now you can evolve on that. All right. Shout out to King John in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Shout out to Lilac 420. Nasiha, thank you so much for your continued support. Definitely love the love. You are definitely amazing, as Sagittarius is. All right. And we have loyalty, which is definitely in your DNA. But I get for you with the 33, this is really more so. Thank you, Yvonne. This is really more so thank this is really more so the universe or the earth thanking you. Not really the universe as much as it is the earth and the earth's angels. They want to thank you for your loyalty, for never switching up on the path, even though you were in positions to compromise, maybe for more money or to get a better positions. You stayed loyal to your spiritual path. And this new moon is going to bless you beyond belief. Katrina Brown, thank you so much for the kind words. Really appreciated. And we have the moon. The moon wants to take you down a new rabbit hole, Katrina, but you have to really follow and listen to your feelings. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for being open and kind. So yeah, Katrina, you want to be in a position where you really just your mind is going to be like, this makes no sense, and there's nothing about this rabbit hole that will. But allow yourself to go down it, and you will come out different, because it's going to key you in to a lot of secrets that you might not have known. Now, the moon is 26 degrees and the sun is 27 degrees. So really hold forth this intent, because this new moon energy is sparking now. All right. All you have to do before you go to sleep is just visualize in your head what the hell your lifestyle is. All right. So let's say you drive, because this is Virgo, it's very material. All right. So it's okay if you get materialistic here. Let's say you drive a 93 Honda, and in your lifestyle you drive a much nicer car. You want to, as you visualize, say you drive that car right now. So you're going to be driving in your whatever car you're driving. This is if you want a better car. Some of you are in a car that may not be the most stylish, but you love it and you want to keep driving it. You better keep driving that with a smile on your face. But you really want to see the stuff that's in your life already now. You're feeling it. This is what you're walking into through the gateway of the gods, okay? You're going to really envision and see yourself in that home that you're in while you're here. This is it, tuning Neptune and Pisces imagination into your real life and making magic happen, all right? It's not going to come in your lap, though. You're going to manifest this yourself, which is what's so magic about it. But you'll see, everything's going to show up, provided you show up, all right, to really manifest it all. Stoner love, Nikita W. Nikita, we have obedience. And obedience is saying that you have really established great integrity by yourself learning the right rules to abide by. And now you want to make sure that those close to you abide by them too. One of the things that could be disobedient is to allow others to break the rules just because you're cool with them. So make sure that you're kind of holding everyone accountable as long as you are yourself, and you'll be straight. Denise Robinson, Denise Robinson. We have understanding. So if there's been any like misunderstanding, or if there's been anything that's kind of like been really hard for you to open doors because people are miscommunicating, you're just going to finally be understood. Like, people are going to get where you're coming from. I get the sense that this is understanding more than just one situation, especially because somebody kind of tried to like gossip against you and lie. This is going to be cleared up. Khalil Lewis, we have oath. Remember your oath to the creator, and remember your oath to the divine. In order for you to unlock greater sacred spiritual power, you're going to have to make a new oath, so that every time you're tempted to switch up, you remember what this is. All right. Thank you so much, Nikita. You remember very gratefully how this energy manifests and what this is. What that connection is. Apollodite, we have risk. So you want to take a risk, and you know right now what that risk is. You definitely want to take it. And when you take that risk, do it like that lady is like that. Do it as if that's your one shot. And even if it doesn't play out, you did it the best you could. All right. Take that risk. Positively, Trisha. We have the fledgling. So whether you're I always like to think you're going to get a fledgling. This might even be a child of yours who's like, I'm ready to be under your wing. But this is definitely talking about, yeah, positively, I think you're about to get a fledgling of your own. So know that this person is a genius, and you're going to be in a position to bring that all the way out of them. And you're the only one who can do that for them. Otherwise, their potential could be wasted. Kimmy Cat 90. We have lust. All right. Kimmy Cat 90, be careful, because you're just going to be walking with style and grace. And it's going to be bringing out lust from a lot of men. It's going to bring out even more lust from women. So they're going to be like touching you. Your girlfriends are going to be touching you playfully, but they're really going to be like lusting after you. So be mindful. It's your Lilith that's activating and it's bringing out this energy. So make sure you're in a position to lay down those boundaries so that people don't cross them because they're going to want to. Astrodim 7. Astrodim 7. We have the High Priestess of Earth. She's definitely looking out for you. She wants to really make sure there's foundation on your steps. The only thing that she says is to really take some time. You're very passionate and you're very intelligent. So you know what your ideas are going to, but you still want to take some time so that the High Priestess of Earth can take what it is you're putting and wanting to do and put it in motion, and then you can act. All right. So keep that in mind. It's kind of like me because I don't like to wait, but these kind of energies will hold back. Thank you so much, Daniel. All right. Tikoshia Davis. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. Tikoshia Davis, love life. We have focus. So where your love life is concerned, really focus on what it is that you consider success in your love life. How it's going to get there is going to be by the focus. This is what's going to allow such energy to come into your focus to manifest. And not everyone can really do this, but you're going to be able to because of how your magic and your power work. Thank you, Smiley Jazz. Thank you so much. Jazz Slava. We have love. So, Jazz, this is saying that love is going to fall in love with you. Some people are so in love with love. Love is going to fall in love with you, and you're going to experience this through your, good night, Nikita, through your interactions with other people, that it's just going to channel itself through other people just so it could love your beautiful face. And that's kind of the message I get there. It's definitely wanting to love you up, and it's going to love you through multiple people, through your friends, through your family, and you could look to some romantic potential opening up through this too. Just open your heart for it, okay? Colleen, all my friends, we have hope. It is important that you have hope because your faith is very strong, but there are people around you who they're very strong in appearance and they're putting on a strong face, but inside they couldn't be strong. Colleen, you're the most strong person internally. So you need to be open with your hope because it's going to inspire very important people around you who are too prideful to ask you for help that way. All right. Especially once they've done before and they probably were made to feel like lame for it. Lisa Ben, the card that I have for you is confidence. All right. You're definitely around some people who want to see more what you're capable of. And you're also around some people who are really like unqualified, but they're acting like they're better than they are. So don't necessarily listen. Thank you, Vania, for feeling me. Don't necessarily listen to the fronts they're putting. You can walk with confidence knowing that you're going to really show improve in great ways. All right. Mystique Kell, loving the mask. We have meditation. So as you meditate and really focus your mind and soul, you're going to be in a position to align with your higher energies, and the channeling will be very automatic. The meditation is just going to align stuff, which you might have been so on the move, you hadn't had time to just slowly align energy. All right. So just take you don't have to meditate for any more than 5 minutes. Just focus on your breath and allow the energy to finally like balance itself. Jessica Pantoja. You have choices. Jessica, there are very important choices you have to make. And it comes down to choosing between you and choosing between what someone else wants from you. Someone else, whether this is a child or a lover, they have good intentions. This is why this is hard to choose. So I'm going to outright say you know how important what it is your decision is. Don't necessarily feel guilty if you choose yourself, but it's important to know neither choice will be worse than the other. But don't let people feel like you're guilty for choosing yourself. Okay. Timothy Davis. And this isn't just one choice too. It's going to be reflected in choices that you make with other people. Do you choose yourself or do you choose them? Some people you're going to choose them. Some people you need to choose yourself. All right. Timothy Davis, we have Grove. So what I get with this is your energy is very huge. So you need to kind of find a special place out in nature or make a special altar for yourself where you can kind of focus that spiritual energy. If not, it's going to disperse because it's so huge. So it's easy to be kind of influenced. A lot of high priests, high priestesses, they have that issue too, but the gods already tell them to make a shrine so that could be the center of their energy. But for you, a shrine won't be enough because it's really big. So you kind of want to make a grove, which is like a nature shrine. All right. Even if this is just someplace you establish in a park, just someplace sacred to you. This is going to be where you can really tap into your energy very well once you establish it. Janet E. We have focus. So focus on the goal, focus on the prize. The more you have the focus, the more it comes alive. So definitely make sure you're in a position to not give up at all. Whenever you feel like giving up, just focus harder. Pokey 0008. We have understanding. So this is going to be triggered by you gaining understanding over someone who's going to understand you more. And just like the first time I pulled it, it's collective. So a lot that's been misunderstood about you, you're going to understand very great, okay? Very powerfully. That other people are going to understand. Someone's going to clear your name. Someone who really understands you is going to help other people translate for you to them. Regina Phalange. It's not because you need a translator too, but yeah. We have risk, Regina. So similar to Paladati, you really want to take a risk, okay? And you really want to be in a position to not necessarily worry about what you're taking this risk for. It may seem a lot to take a risk for, but that's an illusion. You're gonna nail it, okay? Chad Taylor, we have focus, and I think you are a Sagittarius, so you're already nice with the aim. Be very careful about what you take aim to, because know whatever you're focusing on, you're going to achieve. So let that give you more responsibility with what you focus on. Pasia Woods, thank you for the donation. We have risk for you too. And for you kind of just have to look for a risk. You just got to be like, what can I do risky today? All right. The first two people I pulled risk for, it's going to come. Like, you're just going to know. But for you kind of want to look for something you can kind of take a risk on. And it's because you have energy in your heart that needs to be activated. So doing something risky that opens it will activate it no matter what it is. All right. Crystal Lockett. Mac Miller is not the GOAT. But I don't think he's trash, though. I think Mac Miller is a good rapper, though. I think he's a really good hip-hop artist. Crystal Lockett. We have success. So congratulations, Crystal. You're definitely in a position where you will especially be reaping very gratefully off of the hard work that you have put in the first 6 months. So definitely make sure you are one of the few who really, pat yourself on the back. And yeah, that really did feel like I needed to release it. Thank you very much. I didn't know until I felt that. So yeah, I'm really grateful you all are here to hold space with me with that. Yvonne Jones, thank you so much for the donation. Doe means donation. Yes, yes. Gemini is like Virgo. Gemini pays attention to almost as much as Virgo, but we're already paying attention to something else, so we never speak on it. And then Virgo will never speak on it, but then Sagittarius will call it out. But I don't know. It is what it is. You can never tell with Gem. Yvonne, we have listening. So know that people are listening to you more than they usually do. I would say that you should listen. Thank you, Awaken the Inner You. Thank you very much. I would say that you should be the one listening, but you already are listening. So I'm just gonna say be mindful. Whereas people couldn't hear you before, because they've kind of opened up within themselves, they're gonna really be listening to you and hearing the gems that you drop on them daily. Finally, Alicia Abigail, we have. Will this lead to my soul's purpose? Okay. Alicia, we have conclusion. So, Ayurveda, you might be doubting the career choice because this is really where you end with it. Okay. Will this lead you to your soul's purpose? I think it will. I think this conclusions card is saying it will lead you to it, but the doubts you're having with it have a lot to do with you really hashing out internally if this is what you really want. Okay. So open up to what you really want more than if it's your soul's purpose or not. Sometimes we think that's the same thing. And for you specifically, in order for you to do your soul's purpose, you have to make sure you're doing what you love already. All right. Which you are kind of doing what you love, but there's a deeper sense of what this conclusion that you're going to intertwine all this with. Rosalind Steele, thank you for the donation. We have hope. And it's important that you have hope because there have been efforts to hold you back and get you to doubt God's presence in your life, especially because anytime you pray, Rosalind, it's super powerful. So there are dark forces that want you to doubt everything so that you don't tap into that power. But your hope is so powerful. It shines a light for those who need to see as well. So definitely keep that hope up and running. Eileen, King John coming through with the funny comments in the live chat again. Are you a fucking Libra? That's hilarious. All right, Eileen, we have the High Priestess of Spirit. And the High Priestess of Spirit is very powerfully keying in all the elements that play in through your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. And this High Priestess, I think it's just so amazing that you donated $9.99 because this High Priestess wants to bring you to completion, which is indicated by that 999, the max. She's ready to bring your energies to the max and really help you finalize the full mastery. Not that she's ready to help you practice full mastery. You finally did it. You finally did all the work. So now you're ready to become that full master, which is just so beautiful and symbolic. Scorpio Queen, of course you'd want a card on transformation. I got you. We have deceit. Scorpio Queen, we have deceit. Every time you speak your truth, be careful about some people who act like they agree with you, but they want to know the other. Like when you speak your truth, Scorpio Queen, and you're being a Scorpio and you're just cutting to the core of some real shit, and then some people want to be like, okay, no, that's cool. I really get what you mean, but you also have to see it like this, right? And they're just kind of like, they're being fake. They're being deceptive. They don't really care about what you're saying. They're just trying to get you to change your mind. So Scorpio Queen, kind of shedding those influences. Thank you, Eileen. Kind of shedding those influences, Scorpio Queen, will very greatly help you transform quicker. Denise V, thank you for the love you shared to all. And we have understanding. You are going to understand the divine like never before. You have been blocked with a lot of your psychic energy and power because of a lack of understanding. And this lack of understanding has come forth and manifested itself by blocking off some of your powers of sight. You may not have wanted to see some spirits or feel some certain, parts because they kind of seemed, not scary because you're not a little child, but you can feel that depth. And even the most brave person would feel scared. So you're going to have greater understanding to know that these are not negative entities. And this is going to help you really open up to your powers like never before. Olive, much love and blessings to you too. What's up, Azzy, for love, peace? We have focus, Olive. So I've been getting this card a lot, and that's because all this Virgo energy is squaring Saturn and Sag. So any one of you who got a focus card, it's basically saying you can, with your focus, you can magician card this and manifest and hit that target, all right, in miraculous ways. And it's really just more important on what it is you're focusing on, because that will reveal everything. Michael Blandon, I wish to reunite with Marcy, my soulmate. Michael Blandon, we have the fledgling. So this is quite interesting. I don't know if this is talking about Marcy, but the fledgling, I get the sense that this is a partner for you, though. Someone who is ready to learn, because Michael Blandon, you have a lot of wisdom. You're like a wizard yourself. And what you need right now is someone who can kind of like be your understudy, if that makes sense. Not really understudy, but this is I don't know if this is your soulmate, but this is a very powerful soulmate for you who is like eager to learn all. What's been hard for you, Michael, is like some people didn't necessarily value like the knowledge you have, but this fledgling is going to be eager for all that, and she's compatible with some of the special stuff that you know. So yeah, very important. Awaken the inner you. We have success. And this is success that comes with your interpersonal relationships with others, as well as the work you've done to really show up. All right. Congratulations, Kat. You're definitely going to reap very powerfully off of the work that you have shown up from. Okay. Aquarian essence. Wow, Alyssa Brown. Wow, that's interesting. I'm glad you can join us, Alyssa. Aquarian essence. We have the High Priestess of Spirit. So it makes sense. The High Priestess of Spirit definitely loves Aquarius energy because it's the highest air. And the High Priestess of Spirit is going to show you through the veil and really give you the conclusion of things without necessarily being in a position to get the base information. Allow the High Priestess of Spirit to open up your crown and really have you channel your higher self and become her. All right. Sammy Hill, is my heart correct in the connection I have with the gem? Ooh, we have deceit. So the answer to that is no. And it's not that your heart isn't correct. Maybe that Gemini is not being honest with how she feels. So really keep this in mind. She could be this person deceiving. All right. As a fellow Gemini, I do know how we do. So just make sure because at the same token, we can be very honest. All right. So she may not be the one who's deceiving you. Your heart could be deceiving you. Maybe there's a certain way that you feel that isn't as, so just be very honest. If your heart isn't deceiving you, or if he's not deceiving you, all right, then be very mindful. Okay. Sorry, Samantha. Yeah, if your heart's not deceiving you, then it could be him. If it's neither, just know that some deceit is in the works. Okay. Communications specialist. We have understanding for you too. And of course, this is speaking of you being in a position to gain greater understanding, the more willing you are to open up. What's up, Marina? Thank you for joining. This understanding is going to come because when you show up, you're able to really explain to people where you're coming from. And whereas you didn't have that chance to speak your piece, you'll be able to. Chrissy, we have the moon. So you're just going to have intuitive superpowers to where your feelings just pick up and know certain things. And you want to trust that intuition and you really want to trust that feeling. Brown Brujita, that mixtape is about to be super fire. I can't wait to finish it and put it out. We have message. So you're definitely going to gain a message from the tape, but be very mindful to what people are saying, because people won't know that they're channeling your higher self, and everything that they're saying about their life is going to be a message for you. Okay. Jackie Perdomo, when it comes to your life path, we have honesty. You walk the life path of honesty, to where even in positions where it's going to hurt to be honest, your honesty will light a way moving forward and encourage others to have the courage to speak their truths. Jojo Myrix, really appreciate the love. We have self-worth. Definitely don't let these people disrespect your name and forget that they would not necessarily be in the positive situations they were without your ideas, without your advice, without your love. Reflect back on this and let this build on the worth that you have, especially if people aren't in a position to really help remind you of that. Design pros B, we have hope. So keep that hope alive and don't ever let it fade, especially when that could be the only source of light in the darkness you wade through. But definitely let your hope be a source of inspiration, as it will pull through. It will pull through. Evaniel Reyes, I feel a breakthrough coming, is being blocked. Any insight? Aries, Scorpio moon, Leo rising. Evania, we have obedience. So don't necessarily be in a position where you feel like you have to take matters in your own hand. Still play by the rules. And if anything, this breakthrough is going to come through because you're being obedient, not to any rules or laws, but you're being obedient to what spirit is guiding you with, what spirit is moving you through. A breakthrough isn't necessary. A breakthrough is kind of being blocked, but because the breakthrough for you is so pivotal and aligned with your destiny, it's only delaying the inevitable. They're doing this very much so to Aries, Leo, and Gemini, but they can't do it to Leo because Leo has the North Node. So they're really trying to get with Aries because of the Pluto square. Once Jupiter goes into the 8th, the breakthrough is going to happen inevitably. So you will be straight. All right, just definitely make sure you keep up the good work. Azzy, for love, peace. We have belonging, house of the night. So you're definitely going to be in a position where you really attract your soul tribe, and this is just going to be so nourishing for you, Azzy, because every time you go to this place, it's a sanctuary, and it's a place where you can connect with other people who are just like you, and even the differences help. Okay, so the card that I have for everyone is denial. Don't necessarily let a sense of denial block you from the blessings you know are necessarily for you. Okay? Stop denying yourself the blessings that can only be for you. And a lot of this denial is y'all are denying your connection with your special path, with your soulmates, and you're denying that you really are powerful. Some of you are denying this by holding on to connections with people who you need to let go. And yeah, make sure you carry this focus forward. And yeah, communication specialist. I'm going to do the 33-day ritual again tonight. I'm going to start again tonight. So for those of you who want to take advantage of that, this will be probably one of the most potent days to do so. You stay blessed.